Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel for another crystal portrait. Last week we looked at the clear quartz and we're staying with the quartz varieties, and now we're looking at some of the most famous crystals ever, amethyst. Amethyst gets loved by so many people. So many people name that crystal as their favorite one, and I can totally understand why. It's so sparkly. I love the color. Very intense violet purpley color. Um, and it comes in a lot of different sizes and is not as expensive most of the times. So let's start with why the name amethyst. Well, amethyst comes from the Greek, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, amethein, which means to protect from being drunk. And that's because the people in the past believed um, that it protects from being drunk because if they drank out of amethyst chalices, then they were sober. And if they didn't drink from amethyst chalices but from other chalices, then they got drunk. Um, the thing here was, or is, that in those amethyst chalices there was no alcohol but only water. But because the amethyst is so purpley, they thought the water looked purpley as well, so they thought they would drink um, alcohol. That's the thing right there, but there comes the name amethyst from. So the main chemical difference between clear quartz and amethyst is that there's iron included, and iron um, is the reason for the violet purpley color. So it's not clear anymore, but it's violet and purple. As you can see, amethyst, what looks amethyst-like, amethyst is most of the time transparent, as you can see here. You can see the crystals, it's sparkly, and it is light to dark violet. So, how should you treat your amethyst? Is there anything you should pay attention to in sort of cleaning and cleaning the crystal? Well, the two most common things are water and sunlight. Water is no problem, absolutely yes for water and amethyst, but you should be careful with the sunlight. That doesn't mean that you can't place your amethyst crystals into the sunlight, but you should be careful and pay attention to how long you left them there and how intense and warm the sun is on this day, because the iron included in the amethyst will transform itself into another iron form, and so it could be possible that if amethyst stays too long in the sun or it gets too hot, then the color will bleach out or even change to a more orange yellowy color. And unless you want it, you shouldn't let your amethyst crystals into the sunlight for too long. Well, as I said, you can Put them in sunlight, of course. It won't happen in 5 seconds, but you should be aware of that. So for the chakra, amethyst is very good for the crown chakra up here. That's the perfect chakra for amethyst because of its purple color. The crown chakra also is the chakra with the color purple and violet. And it fits also very well with its healing abilities. The Astrological Association, there are different ones. You can find many, many different ones on the internet. Mine, or the thing that works for me, is to associate amethyst with Pisces. Also, the associated month for amethyst is February, and the number for amethyst is 6. So if you celebrate 6-year anniversary, amethyst would be the crystal to choose. So healing abilities, well, it's good for trust, to strengthen your trust in yourself, but also in other people and in the universe as well. To heighten your intuition, which is why it fits so perfectly to the crown chakra, and your connection to the universe and to your higher self. It's also a good stone for friendships because it will warn you of false friends and will strengthen the connection between real friends. It's a very good stone to if you need a fantasy booster. Um, it's also good to focus on the basics and the essential things in life. It helps with fears, with dependencies, with anger, grief, and negative energy in general. Um, and a physical thing here, I found that it helps myself, with headaches or even menstrual pain as well. So I have here a few of my amethysts. This is a tumbled piece. If it focuses, you can see the purpley color. Focus on the crystal. There as well, and then we have some rough pieces here. There is also a thing with Brazilian amethyst and Uruguayan amethyst. You can see it a little bit in those pieces. The big one is an amethyst from Brazil, and the smaller one is an amethyst from Uruguay. And Uruguay is known for the best quality of amethyst, um, which focuses on the color. Because in Uruguay you can find the pieces with a much intense, darker purple color than in Brazil. In Brazil, they're often very lighter than the Uruguayan ones. And that's also the reason why Uruguay amethyst is more expensive than Brazilian amethyst is. Um, then there are two other varieties of which I want to talk in this video. There is the saffron amethyst. I don't have a tumbled piece where you can see it much better. Representation wise, I got this piece out here to show you guys. Saffron amethyst looks oftentimes not just purple like this, but it has white inclusions layer-wise and is oftentimes more not as transparent. And that's because those white inclusions are white quartz pieces actually inside the amethyst. And this is a white quartz piece in rough, and it has a little bit of amethyst in the point right there. I don't know if you can see the purpley thing through the camera, but it is definitely a little bit of purple right here. And saffron amethyst is good for harmony, problem solving, and manifestation. And then there's another thing, and this is ametrine. And you can see it here quite good. What ametrine is, it's a connection between amethyst, the purpley part, and citrine, the more yellow golden part, which grew together here. Chakra-wise, it's good for the crown chakra as well because of the amethyst part, but also for the sacral chakra because of the citrine part. And it's good for balance because, well, it balances the energies of amethyst and citrine. So it helps you to balance energies as well, and for acceptance. So those are the varieties of amethyst. So this is a little basic information that I wanted to give you. I hope it helps. I hope it is a helpful basis for you to develop um, your own knowledge of amethyst. And I hope you like this video. I will show you now, as I did in the clear quartz one, a little bit about my amethyst collection as well. So therefore, you have to come with me. If you get motion sick, then look away. I will tell you when I'm there. So right here we have my other amethyst pieces. We have a high tower of amethyst here, where you can see very good the calciny part as well underneath. There is a quartz piece which is mostly clear quartz and moss agate, but also a little bit of amethyst in there. Then I have a small rough amethyst piece right here from Uruguay. I have another light amethyst with a little bit of citrine in there. And I have another Uruguayan amethyst, a big piece with calcite on it as well. And spirit quartz amethysts. I will talk about spirit quartz in an extra video. So this is my amethyst collection. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you in the next video.